this up and connect it. Alright, which means we can take our eraser and erase that initial line that we had made. Hopefully you've been drawing all of your initial lines as lightly as possible so that they erase with ease. Alright class, now here's the easiest way to do this next step. Take your piece of paper and rotate it to its side so that you're looking at Sven on his side. Alright, now right about here, the edge of the crest of his skull, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in another muted letter S. Just bear with me. I know it sounds crazy. Alright, directly next to that we're going to add one more muted letter S coming right off the tip of his eyebrow. And then one more letter S to seal the deal and create what is going to serve as Sven's other ear. Alright, as soon as you've done that, you can flip your paper back over, focus right on the top half once again. Now we've created both of Sven's ears, his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. What we have yet to do so far is actually create the staple of what makes Sven Sven, his antlers. So ladies and gentlemen, as carefully as possible, I want you to go ahead and I want you to add a slight curve right about here. Now the antlers aren't specific, they don't have to be any given way. This is kind of where you let the artistic liberties take over for yourself. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start once again the letter S. I'm going to add just some pieces coming off of those antlers. The more intricate you make them, the more believable they are as real antlers. Okay, make sure that you're drawing nice and light in case you make any mistakes and need to erase along the way. And go ahead and let it go off the paper if you need to. Alright, believe it or not, most of the hard steps for Sven are already over. All we need to do is draw some antlers on this side. Using a backwards letter S for this technique here. If need be, you can bring this down a bit. what I usually like to do is actually bring this up and round it right about there. Alright, so let's begin working on the rest of Sven's body. So from this backside here, we're going to leave that. We're going to bring down an extra line right here. And then just curve it out to the edge of the paper. So we just bring it down right here off the letter S and curve it up and out. Another line, curve down and outward. And then go ahead and pick a spot somewhere on your paper here and create the letter V. It's quite alright if it goes off the edge of your paper. Now, the next step, we're going to actually create the illusion of fur on Sven here. We want to make sure that we have quite a few layers that are going to be acting as fur. But before we do any of that, I want to go ahead and actually draw the outer edge of Sven's mouth here. So there's the bottom and the edge of his jaw. Maybe even add in a little bit of a lip. Just to really press the fact that he's a cartoon. Alright, now adding fur is as simple as adding some squiggly lines. There's no right or wrong way to do this. As you see, the more fur you add, the more realistic Sven becomes. Unless you even notice your initial line work. Alright, so at that point, we are completely finished with drawing Sven. You can always go back through, you can add a little bit of shadow. He does have a lot of darker spots, especially around the eyes. You hold your pencil on its side and go light enough. Get a really nice blended texture.